Hey guys, Tyre here bringing you some more Warcraft 3 action. Playing today's morning in the south we have Moon playing as Night Elf and going for the Demon Hunter first. He's off some in the north we have Michael playing as Undead and going for the Death Knight. Going for a Ghouls build here. Map is Turtle Rock and this one not part of any tournament, just WC3 Champions ladder match as far as I'm aware. A little bit of creeping at the green camps for both players. Moon trying to get the last hit on that one, but not successful. Skelly going chasing after that Scout Wisp. And it looks like Moon maybe just trying to harass here. Shut down the creeping for the Death Knight. Tech coming in, pumping out a couple more archers though.
Are under attack.
Acolyte doing some scouting as well. Hoping to chase down this archer. Did go for level 1 aura, so Death Knight pretty fast here. Also makes Moon reluctant. Oh, making sure Moon's still awake there. Turn around looking for the surround, cheeky stuff. But yeah, also makes Moon reluctant to go for the mana burn. If there's not going to be any death cores coming through soon. Just in case the Demon Hunter does take quite a lot of health damage. Needs to use the Moonwells for healing. Doesn't want all that lost mana going to mana regen. But there we go, hits level 2, starts on the mana burns. Looking for the surround again. Mana burn again. Couple archers back here. Doesn't have the dust, so not much he can do about that now that it's nighttime.
Forces are under attack.
And Moon playing a tricky game here, coming in and out of hiding with those archers. So the Death Knight maybe going to stop by the shop, pick up some dust. Yep, and a staff. Interesting. Another mana burn. Death Knight still has one coil.
A town is under siege.
Probably going to rattle that off before the Demon Hunter gets in for another burn. Or maybe not. Okay, well that was pretty bad from Michael, allowing that last mana burn to come through. Maybe didn't double check what the inventory was on the Demon Hunter. Didn't see the boots. Allowed him to close the distance so much easier there.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, so close to the surround again, but not quite. Death Knight getting a little bit low, ghouls swarming. Good bit of blocking there from Michael, making sure none of the ghouls going down so far. And does have a reasonable experience lead now over the Demon Hunter. Just, you know, picking off those easy camps. Is quite low on health now though. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Oh, I think the Blight regen saving the day there for that ghoul. Very, very close call, though. Has gone for the Naga Sea Witch. So these ghouls have to play very defensively here. Which, in production, no tech structures though. Hasn't started on a slaughterhouse or anything like that. And maybe reluctant to tech up at the moment because the bit of cold damage coming in from the Halls of the Dead quite helpful in fending off this kind of play from Moon.
Are under attack.
Legion of War walking its way into a creeping position here. Looks like the Archer's going to back away. Go for the creep camp. It also has a Wisp here for the repairs. In case he needs it. Has indeed started up the tier 2. Looking for the surround here with the Death Knight. Death Knight does have the healing potion. Switching from the Demon Hunter over to the Naga Sea Witch now, who doesn't have the boots. And closes the surround, pops the heal potion. Transfers over the town portal, nicely done there. Michael finally gets some revenge from all that annoying play from Moon. Forces the town portal. Gonna go for the same camp, the two players. Fires off the Nova. Kind of nice for Michael here. Nature and Turtle continuously targeting the skeletons since they have the lowest health. Makes it relatively easy to creep since all his ghouls are healthy. He's got the slaughterhouse coming down now, as well as another ziggurat.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
And then the Acolyte going back on a scouting mission. Looks like he's going to go for the red camp here quite early, whereas Moon going for the shop. There's some Dryads coming into the mix now. Second Nature of Law coming up as well as tier 3. Goes for the surround on the Ogre Lord. Nicely done here by Michael. Get 6. The item is... was that Claws? Oh, lost a ghoul though. Claws plus 12. Wants to get that healing rune. Oh, these ghouls. Okay, disengages there.
The player's forces are under attack.
Oh my gosh. The healing coming in clutch there. So many ghouls on death's door. Scout Wisp sees these gone for the recamp. Moon doesn't really have the same creeping capabilities himself. Has the Tree of Life constructing down here. But no rejuve for the Demon Hunter at the moment, so can't really take much more damage.
A player's
Looks like he's
forces
just
are
gone
under attack.
purely for Dryad so far. Bear's in production now. And an expansion coming in behind this from Michael. Interesting. Going for a nice easy camp next door. Death Knight stops by, picks up the orb. Moon has walked the Ancient War over to do some more creeping. Probably would like to keep this alive. Maybe could use it to creep up this camp later on. Or bring it into fight against his opponent. So yeah, narrowly surviving there. 2, pretty close to level 3 on the Naga Sea Witch. Maybe wants that level before the next fight. But that Lich is going to be spitting out some pretty nasty damage. Master training about to complete here. It looks like maybe going to be pegged in the corner. No town portal, so a quick disengage from Moon. Trying to avoid losing too many units here. Nova Call action, 2 archers down. Ghouls going down quickly as well though. Not too much range damage from the Undead army. Trying to go for those low health archers first off, and it's basically just solo damage from the Lich. Cleaning things up. Let's use the Greater Mana Potion there on the Death Knight. Now the turnaround Fiend. Oh, very well timed coil. Good fork lightning there. Ghoul frontline getting quite low. The Destroyer up in the air now though, and the Bears are on the run. Because of that, rejuve on the Demon Hunter. He's got the Orb of Venom as well. So Michael decides to disengage. Michael, 52 food at the moment. Awkward food count and low upkeep. He has to pump out these acolytes to man the gold mine here, but
a player's forces are under
awkward
attack.
food count to be at for him. Very similar story though. Also 52 here, coming back in to finish off this camp. Gets a ring braces, I believe there was. And now maybe going to go creep out his...
A town is under siege.
No, he's walked the tree back over closer to his base, so he's not going to go for the recamp with that. Interesting. I was like, did that die somehow at the back to some ghouls or something? I just missed it, but no. He's walking it across to here instead. Quite slowly though, no Nature's Blessing.
A player's forces are under attack.
Activate the Moonstone as well. Does have the Wellspring upgrade, so plenty of mana on those Moon Wells. There we go, level 4 on the Demon Hunter now. Out leveling the Death Knight for the first time. Looks like both players gearing up for a battle. Michael about 8 foot ahead here, so should be favoured. There's a pretty strong composition at the moment as well. Can morph or destroy. There he goes. Only one statue. No, another statue coming in. Oh, 3 destroyers. Uh-oh. But Moon has actually disengaged fully here. Got him go for the red camp. And the magic damage not terribly effective against the Tree of Life, but the ghouls are. Let's see what's coming in with the forked lightning. Ghouls disengaging. Pretty good micro there. Okay, here we go. Fighting underway. A lot of damage onto these bears. Destroys with loads of mana. Blasting through the bears quickly. Mana burns though from the Demon Hunter. Just chasing down those bears with the destroyers. They're out of the action now, and now the fiends swarming on top of the dryads. Big Nova. No more mana on these undead heroes though. They're hanging in there. Oh, look how quickly these bears are going down though. Death Knight a little bit awkward here, getting quite low. Might have to town portal shortly. A lot of units going down for Moon. Death Knight's still alive. No mana on the Sea Witch, so no forked lightning for the kill. Death Knight has to town portal though, got a little bit too close to the action. Pops the dust. Guess Naga Sea Witch hoping to catch some burrowed fiends, but I don't think we've seen any burrow so far from Michael. I don't even know if he's got teched.
A player's forces are under attack.
Moon's gold mine up and running now though, so going to start to even the resource battle. The Moon is still just in low upkeep, 51 food, a little bit awkward for him there. Players cleaning up some of the remaining camps on the map. Like the flames there, it's a reasonable item. Used to be, you know, that you always want those ore items, and maybe you still do, but they're not full strength ore any longer. Not such a big difference between all the items from those big red camps. Okay. Michael getting involved, still with around a 10 food lead. Moon hasn't managed to catch up yet. Doesn't have any upgrades though. Okay, there we go. Pops one just as I say that on the fiends. He didn't nuke on the Naga Sea Witch, but he's got the Invul Pot to counter, and the Demon Hunter very tanky with the rune braces, with the Ring of Protection and the high level of evasion. Soaks the damage quite nicely there. And Death Knight not so lucky, quite low in health though. He's got a very high health pool, plus 12 strength.
A town is under siege.
Starting to mix in some abominations now. Couple of them in fact, and reproducing some ghouls.
A player's forces are
a
under
little
attack.
bit low in lumber, so can't afford the disease cloud yet. Moon the one though on the offensive here, even though he's 15 food behind. Catches Michael a slightly awkward position. Spins around quite quickly though. Destroyers taking some focus fire. Fiends now in some trouble. Down they go. 2 fiends falling quite quickly. Nope. One narrowly stays alive. Death Knight a little bit low. So is Demon Hunter coming back in. No nuke though available. Undead heroes. Okay.
A player's forces are under attack.
But yeah, with the extra magic resist from the rune braces, nuking the Demon Hunter just not that effective. And Moon is exploiting that to the fullest. Stop by the shop there, picks up a heal scroll and a mana potion for the Death Knight. And now Michael, you know, very close to 80 food, ready to come over and really do some damage.
Are under attack.
Gonna go for Disease Cloud to round things out. Maybe Burrow for his fiends as well. Could be nice. Okay, gonna pick up another Invul Pot. Like with plenty of gold remaining. Now that he's at 80 food. Those consumables. Moon has closed the gap a little bit. Only 10 food behind now instead of 15. Reasonable inventories as well. 1-1 upgrades also. He's closed the gap in that department quite nicely. Some big damage coming through. Fiend down very early on. Bit of nuke onto the Demon Hunter, but once again not hugely damaging. Bears though. It'd be a little bit of a waste of Nova to seal the deal on that bear. A lot of other bears clumped up. Taking a lot more damage overall. The Destroyer's up in the air, going down fast to the mass Dryads. Good staff preservation here, and a town portal out from Michael. Interesting. So at the end of that, they had the same food count. It's kind of curious that Michael town portaled out at that exact timing. Kind of plays into Moon's hand, since he got 2 bears extremely low. Staffs would have been on cooldown. Moon couldn't have saved any further units the next, next round of fighting. So I don't know. But Michael town portals out either way. Not the best fight for him. Seems like his switching of focus fire between the heroes, the bears and the dryads, a little bit lackluster. And yeah, as I said, that Nova maybe wasted, sealing the bear kill instead of hitting potentially, I think it was like 4 bears clumped up. But it seems like, without the easy target of the Demon Hunter available for nuke because of his high survivability, Michael a little bit lost in some of these engagements. Fighting now, a couple bears out of the action, so it's a good fight for Michael. Putting down bear after bear here. Bears back in the mix now, coming in on the rear, catching the fiends. Doesn't quite get away with that one. The spear druid form goes down extremely quickly, and almost all of the bears are down now for Moon. She needs to get out of this fight. Still got that very strong Demon Hunter out the front, and no nuke on the Lich, so nothing to really slow Moon as he just runs away there. And Moon also sneaking another expansion, just like Michael. 850 gold left on the main mine. Looks like he is going to produce a bunch more acolytes though to man this in the meantime. But yeah, that fight didn't go that well for Moon. Having those like 2 or 3 bears running around down here out of the action really cost him a lot of damage. But managed to disengage in spite of not having a town portal, so could have been a lot worse. Pretty good staff usage as well, keeping a lot of bears alive. Got the staff out there. Second damage upgrade on the fiends. Going for the third. More and more fiends coming through.
The player's forces are under attack.
Alright, fighting underway. Good Nova there to get things going, slowing down most of the bears in the front line. And the fight looks like it's going pretty good for Michael at the moment. Bears going down, A-bomb about to fall. Got a couple of low health fiends out the back as well, which should also go down quite quickly. The fighting continues. Lich also getting very low. He's got the invul. Good mana burn. Pops the mana potion on the Death Knight. Death Knight now getting a little bit low. He's also got the invul. He's going to go for the town portal. And a couple of fiends going to go down on the exit. So early on it looked like that was going very well for Michael, but as the fighting dragged on, Moon with the really good staffs out on the bears, and no rejuve from these statues. They've got like no mana, so no sustain for Michael because of that. Reproducing his army now. Sinking another expansion, moving his main mine acolytes across to there. Same story for Moon. Another expansion down here, so going gold for gold at the moment. But yeah, these statues being on empty is really hurting Michael in these fights. Just doesn't have that same level of sustain that you usually see from Undead. So, you know, if he gets like mana burn down to 0 at the start of the fight without the mana potion, he can't just like squeak out another coil by the end of the fight. Something like that. Kind of hurts him as the fight drags on. There's another destroyer. Is that 4 now? 4 destroyers. None of them with any mana though, so not huge damage on the bears because of that. Obviously Moon start like Ancient of War over here or something. That wisp. Now he's at 80 food. Alright, fighting underway. Good damage from the destroyers since they're able to absorb the raw. Pull them out the front. Soaking the damage nicely for the moment. Coil to keep them alive. All bears falling. Fiend in some trouble. Down it goes. Level 6 on the Lich now all of a sudden. Death Knight also very close to 6. Oh, nuke. Staff out, 26 HP, very close call. One more right click from the Lich with all that bonus damage, and I think that would have been enough for the Demon Hunter. I'm cutting it a bit close there. But you know, level 6 for the Undead heroes, generally not such a big deal. Did to go for Death and Decay though, you can see that. For the Lich. Which is interesting. Pretty good at blasting through bases, but maybe could have gone for like a high level of Dark Ritual or something instead. Fighting back underway here. Goes up in the air, going down to the Dryads, but the ground army from Moon not holding up very well. Bears are tumbling down. Quite a few Fiends also falling. Death Knight getting a little bit low here. Nug Sea Witch has another Fork Lightning locked and loaded. Decides to disengage with players. Michael's still about 10 foot ahead. Did that just change zoom that we were looking at? Interesting. So I think that made it a bit more zoomed out. By like me scrolling in and scrolling out, reset it, I think. But maybe Moon wants a slightly bigger look at the action so he can control his army better in those huge fights. Michael now pushing into high upkeep. Not going to get far into high upkeep. Oh, 93 food. That's pretty good actually.
A player's forces are
looks like he wants to go for the GG push. Close out the match here with a high upkeep army. Demon Hunter extremely close to level 6 though, and we all know that can be a game breaker. Oh! Wow, that was so close. 20 HP there again.
A town is under siege.
Okay, fighting underway. Death Knight out the front taking a whole bunch of damage. Pops the Invul Potion. He's up the front. Soaking the damage for the moment. So is the A-Bomb. A-Bomb with the Frost Armor though. Complete dispelled. After Bear falling. Now the nuke onto the Nagasee, which she's got an invul, activates. Dryad's trying to run away. Turn the focus fire back onto the Demon Hunter, but he's level 6 now. Superman has arrived. He's going to work.
The town is under siege.
Undead army trying to fight this one though. They're getting quite low. Death Knight getting a little bit low as well. He's brought a meat wagon along, but it's actually shooting at the base instead of the Dryads. Got a few Dryads going down anyway. Moon with the cancel.
Forces are under attack.
Bear coming back in. Oh, slight miss micro here from Moon. Free experience. And not even Superman can save the Night Elf army right here. Bit of wrap around here. Cancels the expansion.
The town is under siege.
Pushing in. Wagon a little bit further behind. Maybe he can pick that off. Nope. Back into melee. Turn around. Good Nova though. Just before the Mana Burn came through. Moon mass repairs. Trying to keep this expansion alive. No Nova to take out the Wisp though. For repair is holding up for the moment. The statues are pretty dry. Regen not so flash. Death Knight very, very low. Next Fork Lightning could be some trouble for him. Here he goes. Needs to Town Portal now. Fork Lightning. Okay, there he goes. Ooh, I think that was a missed opportunity with the Fork Lightning. Would have been close to killing there. Try and click on and see how much health he had. Yeah, I mean, I think we saw maybe 1 or 2 procs on the statue on the heel there as well. The level 3 Fork Lightning might have even killed him there. Would have been very close. But the expansion stands for Moon, so that's good news for him at least. Michael trying to sneak in yet another expansion. This one down here is run dry. Moon still has 5k left. Moon with a huge bank now after all this. And Michael sitting at 84 food and high upkeep, so just nowhere near as many resources saved. At an awkward food count for him. Has gone for a lot of upgrades now. 3-2. Upgrading those fiends. Nothing for the meat wagons or the A-bomb, so it doesn't look like. But yeah, a lot of gold for Moon in the bank. So if this fight continues to go long, which you can probably see from the replay length, it's going to go long. Moon's the one who's going to have the stamina. Here we go. That's a lot of destroyers, boy howdy.
A town is under siege.
A lot of damage onto these bears. Bears are tumbling down. Dryad's getting back into the action now. A lot of damage from these Dryads onto the destroyers. Superman back in action. Turning attention onto the Dryads. Nope, onto the Nagasee Witch. She's still got the invul. Quick to disengage. Reposition. Fiends going down so fast. Nagasee Witch popping off the ultimate out the back there. Didn't really do too much, however, but did distract Michael. And he's losing Fiend after Fiend here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Really try and chase down that Nagasee Witch. Coil. Invul pop with the dodge. Lich also very, very low. The attention back on to the Demon Hunter now. Oh, the coil! Close call there. Michael with a 5 food lead. Probably not the best considering he was coming in with like maybe a 10 or 12 food lead into that fight. And he's been sitting in high upkeep for such a long time. Moon with still a 2k bank to rebuild, and he's very quick to rebuild because of that. Did he go for like a... yeah, he went for a 3rd lore. I was wondering how he's rebuilding so quickly. 3rd Ancient of Lore. So he can pump back up to 80 immediately after these fights. Michael a little bit slower at rebuilding. Still with only 1 slaughterhouse.
A player's forces are under attack.
Gonna go on to double speed here while there's no action. Okay, Moon's the one pushing the action. Pushing in. Probably not the best for him with this kind of choke point for the bears. Don't really have that good of a surface area on the Undead army. Looks like getting a little bit low to start things off though. Doesn't have any involves this time. Has to be cautious. Here we go, Naga Sea-Witch with the ultimate again. This time, pretty good targeting on it. Causing mayhem on the Undead lines. The bear front line is just about all dead, all staffed out. Turning attention onto the Dryads. Good kiting though. Naga Sea-Witch in control once again. She's always got the invul. Oh! Didn't activate though. Trying to go for the greedy staff, just out of staff range or something, and the Demon Hunter goes down as well. Oh my god. It all comes crashing down for Moon, and he says GG. With the double buyback though, not GG. No. Says no. He just had such a huge bank of gold, Moon. Able to buy back both super high level heroes. At least he was, you know, good enough to say, no, I'm going to keep playing after the GG call. So we've still got a lot of gold left in that mine.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, fighting back underway. Michael with the 10-foot lead coming into this fight, so expected to win. 8 on the Lich now. So much experience after Moon's heroes both died. Focusing down the Demon Hunter, getting quite low there. Still a lot of Dryads up in the air. I mean, on the ground. Does indeed win, but still a high upkeep at the end of the fight. So even though he's winning these fights, unless he can, you know, kill one of Moon's expansions or something like that, the resource lead's still good for Moon. 3.6k left in the bank. Looks like he's going to go for the tree now. Oh, Anime dead. A rare sight here. Doesn't get too many units back. It looks like the bears come back in druid form instead of bear form, so they're kind of trash, honestly. Oh, might take us a focus fire, so is the Lich. Bears falling. Again, Naga Sea-Witch with the ultimate. Lich up in the air. And that's a town portal out from the Death Knight. Quite a few units going down just before the town portal came through there for Moon. And Moon briefly broke into high upkeep there himself. Just as with that fight. Cancels himself down. Oh, detonated some wisps. Back down to 80 food. So once again he's playing that 80 food game. 3k left in the main, in his bank rather. Whereas Michael, basically nothing in his bank. Spending so much more time in high upkeep. Look at how far these ghouls have to run. Chop wood, maybe should switch over to these trees instead. Or maybe even bring them across to here. Start chopping down these trees. Okay, looks like Moon wants to come in, maybe harass this gold mine. Still at 80 food. Michael once again is broken up to 90. And here comes the ultimate. Superman in the fight, and all these things really clumped up. Going to take a lot of splash damage from the Demon Hunter here. Look at how low those fiends are getting just from that Demon Hunter right click and the Fork Lightning cleaning them up. Naga Sea-Witch in some trouble with the invul though. And the fiends are just falling Demon Hunter damage so nasty here. Chaos splash damage. And the Undead army, where is it gone? 10 foot ahead. Now 10 foot behind. Bears, meanwhile, came in out the back, taking out a few acolytes. Interrupting the mining somewhat. But yeah, really good usage of the Demon Hunter ultimate there. And Michael, you know, he doesn't want to focus that Demon Hunter. He's such a beefcake. But it ends up just losing him a good chunk of his army. Because it was so clumped up, you know, he had like 4 fiends and then like 2 destroyers up in the air, all in that tiny area. And that splash damage from the Demon Hunter. So damaging. So nasty against Michael's army. Now Moon back in a comfortable position. 4.5k in the bank. Performing well in the fights. Still surprised he's got the dust. I don't think we've seen a single burrow from Michael, which is probably a mistake overall. Could have kept a lot more of his fiends alive. Looking strong for Moon early on. So look at all of the Undead armies up in the air at the moment. Now I can see what's out the back. Cycloning everything. Trying to fight here. He really wants this gold mine. It's this gold mine with the most gold remaining in it. Needs to keep this one alive. Oh, the animate did. Okay, that's going to turn things around. Once again, they're in druid form, so they're kind of trash. Nowhere near as much DPS. And in the meantime, Moon's sneaking this tree across to here. Gonna start entangling, looking to get things going. A couple Ancient of Wars coming up in the center for Moon. Looking to bolster his army without taking up his food count. Meanwhile, double Temple of the Damned over here for Michael's gone up. Looks like he's going to go for some Master Banshees. Yeah, and just getting some annoying stuff going down. Oh, and planting a tree down here. Maybe could town portal over to this and do a lot of damage. Take down this expansion potentially. Interesting tactic.
A player's forces are under attack.
In some trouble.
A town is under siege.
Ghouls coming in to act as defense. Michael at 82 food, once again in high upkeep, but only just costing himself so much income. Moon is 79. Much more comfortable number here. But Michael looking to press the action. Really nuke onto the Demon Hunter, now switching over to the Bears. There's Superman again. Town portal out this time from Michael. He just doesn't want to deal with it at all. One A-bomb, one bear down. Coming across to the expansion now. No potential to town portal across to here. And he town portal all the way back to base. I mean, I suppose it does open up some shopping opportunities. A little bit further to run to act as defense, so he's going to lose this.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, Big Fork Lightning. The Metamorphosis is still running here. He really wanted to save this gold mine, but may end up costing himself the fight because of that. And the front line not lasting too long, but the Metamorphosis is about to run out here. Here he goes. So we've got another heal scroll. Transfers it over to the Lich. Does the Undead army have the staying power now? Moon slightly behind on food count. Stuffing out. Plenty of health on that Demon Hunter, able to get away there. Oh, and while this all was going on, a bear comes out to the expansion out the back. Clears out all the acolytes from this mine. So Moon kind of fighting with like even a lower food count in that fight than it initially appeared. And shutting down Michael's gold mining. Still got this one coming in. But that's it. Moon, meanwhile, has 2 mines running at the moment. Maybe not for long though. Michael coming in. Taking down the Ancient Protector first. Moon gonna run to safety here. Moon pushing into high upkeep now himself, looking to close out the game here. Really nuke onto the Demon Hunter. And with a 10 food lead this time, but no ultimate yet from the Demon Hunter. Nuke onto the bears. Getting low, so is the Death Knight though. No more heal scrolls on the Undead army, and there we go. Naga Sea Witch with the ultimate. Oh, the Naga Sea Witch goes down to the nuke quite quickly. Death Knight a little bit low. No town portal for Michael here, so he's got to win this fight right here and now. And I imagine Demon Hunter's ultimate pretty close to coming back now. Fighting strongly, but the Dryas is slowly chipping away at the Destroyers, and they're going down. The folks fire onto the Demon Hunter. Buyback on the Naga Sea Witch. Death Knight in some trouble. Death Pact. Okay. They're going down. Stuffing back in. Demon Hunter. There goes the Naga Sea Witch again. Buyback again. Moon just had such a huge amount of gold in the bank. And there we go. Michael finally throws in the towel, just had nothing left in his army. GG. Moon somehow got it done there. Very impressive. You know, he was in those fights with constantly maybe 5 to 10 food behind Michael, but able to win them time and time again. Very impressive by Moon. There was just that one fight. Superman blasting through the entire Undead army. He killed like 4 Fiends, 2 Destroyers or something with that. I think that was a real turning point for Michael. Also, Michael quite often just had an awkward amount of food, you know, like 82 to like 85-ish food. Led to a huge resource lead for Moon at the end of things, staying constantly at 80. And Moon, you know, with that bit of construction, you know, Triple Ancient Law is able to constantly pump out units while staying at 80 food, bringing them extra into fights. The resource advantage at the end of the game firmly in Moon's favour, and he wins the game because of it. GG, very well played and a very entertaining match here. Well, anyway guys, we'll wrap on that. Thanks for tuning in to some more Warcraft 3 action. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.